Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you do? Grab that coffee. Maybe a snick snack or two. Let's get into it. So we've got a lot to discuss today, okay? And this will be my only video that I'm uploading today because I'm going to my Aunt Marie's. It's her birthday. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. So, a subscriber, she asked me, can you please do a video on prepping for neighbors who do prep, the ill-informed, the single mom, the elderly couple in your neighborhood? How do we reach out to local churches to engage in conversations about preparing their communities? My heart will break for those who are starving. I'm thinking Ziploc gallon bags with tea, sugar cubes, toothpaste, rice, dehydrated potatoes, a pouch of tuna fish, tea light, or matches. Well, that's all well and good. If you would like to do something like that, generally, like what Trish and I are doing is they are barter bags. Okay. Myself, I would not just hand out food, okay, or supplies. They're the barter. Okay, you do this, you get that. Okay, because and have them like what Trish is doing. Have them in a separate tote. Okay, already ready. Away from your preps. Because if people see, oh, look what she's got. Okay, they're going to come back. They're going to bombard you, and they're going to break down every door and every window because they know you've got more. Okay, so have barter bags. All right, yeah, in a Ziploc, so not a lot can fit in there. Okay. And yeah, if you wanted to do like a cup of rice, a cup of sugar, a cup of flour, a cup of this, a cup of that, put it, in a Ziploc, get like the little sandwich baggies and put everything in a gallon Ziploc. I don't have a problem with that, but call it barter bags. Okay. And, do things like that. Now for our elders, I do not have a problem at all whatsoever helping our elders out. Okay. But for the younger generation, they always have their hands out. Call it barter bags. They have to work for it. Okay. Act like they are your children. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me, sir. You think you're going to live under this roof for free? No, sir. No, sir. Okay. Even my own son, 24 years old, guess what he still does? Even though he's still on our car insurance policy, guess what he does? He pays his part. He's still on our cell phone plan. Guess what he does? He still pays his part. Okay. Mom and dad still help out. But guess what? Andrew still pays his part. Okay. So, there's still things that we can still do to help out our friends, our family, our neighbors. Okay. But yeah, absolutely. Helping out our elders. Damn straight. Yes. Okay, actually, I would help out our neighbors, our elderly neighbors first before I help anybody else out. Okay. So yeah, if you wanted to go to, like, the dollar store and pick up, like, even if it's travel size stuff, that's what I would focus on. But I would focus on my elders first before anybody else. The single moms, yeah, got to take care of the little ones, the little nuggets, got to do stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely, this is a great idea, but I would call it barter bags. Okay. You can make up barter bags if you wanted to. Okay. Absolutely. All right. Now, on to this. This screenshot was sent to me, and it says, very, very angry Dutch farmers block border between Holland and Germany. Harsh protests in many Dutch cities are after politicians' decision to close dozens of farms and cattle ranches to reduce nitrogen by 30 to 70% to comply with EU regulations on nitrogen pollution. Wow. Now, on to this. Remember, what was it, back in the 80s when someone was tampering with the OTCs? What was it, Tylenol, I believe it was. Okay, because they were vengeful and they were trying to get back at somebody that was always buying a particular OTC. Okay, well, now in Scottsdale, Arizona, police say that they are investigating a OTC tampering incident involving over-the-counter laxatives at Walmart. And one person did get sick, and they say the incident happened on June 28th at a Walmart located near Loop 101 and Raintree Drive. And Scottsdale police say they responded to reports of someone saying they had become sick after OTC Equate brand laxative that they had purchased at the store, and the box of laxatives appeared to have been taped shut. Okay, red flag number one. Don't ever buy anything that has tape on it, especially when it comes to an OTC. And they said upon closer inspection, it was determined that the laxative in the container was believed to be prescription-only antidepressant medication. Whoa! Whoa! Doesn't the laxative look like chocolate or something? I don't know. I have never honestly taken one, so... Officers found a similar box on the shelf at the store and removed it, and the laxative are being examined at the lab. Oh, okay, it's a little blue looking, circular. Okay. Wow. Now that's scary. So watch what you buy. Make sure nothing looks tampered. Holy smokes. So now on to this. I don't know how to take this. I feel in my heart of hearts, this is going to destroy our economy even more. Millions of California families are going to receive inflation relief stimulus checks, upwards to $1,050. Now it's, determines on if, other states are going to follow, who knows, but the size of the credit will set a record for direct payments from states, but other states may not be inclined to take California's lead. Record high inflation, gas prices have Americans hoping for financial relief, right? But like I said before, this is why we prep, okay? For a lot of us that have been prepping for even 2-3 years, we don't have to, we're still eating meats that we paid $1.99 a pound for. You know what I mean? So California, that's exactly what approximately 23 million residents stand to get thanks to the new state's budget deal, which is slated to give qualified taxpayers new direct deposits. So Newsom and the Democratic legislative leaders agreed on a $17 billion relief package that includes $9.5 billion in inflation relief funds. And those estimated 23 million California taxpayers, will receive between $200 and $1,050 by early next year. and millions of Californians will be receiving the $1,050 as part of a new middle-class tax rebate. Yeah. Now, hang on to your hats, kids, because guess what? Once again, chocolate is being recalled. Yeah. Swiss chocolate giant Barry Callebaut, and that's Callebaut, on Thursday has announced it has suspended production at its plant in Wieze, W-I-E-Z-E, Belgium. It's the largest chocolate factory after a salmonella outbreak was detected. And it's an incident that comes just months after the outbreak of Ferrero Rocher, okay, that was linked to more than 300 people falling sick around the world. Yeah. What is it with the chocolate? It's either the chocolate or it's the coffee or it's this or it's that. Leave my chocolate alone. Leave my coffee alone. This is my oxygen. Okay? God, you know? Holy smokes. So, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what it is. So, on to this. So, South Jersey, where I am originally from, yes, take it in, love it, adore it. So, I'm originally from Atlantic City. So, South Jersey farmers, they say, and I agree 100%, that Americans need to start buying local produce or they won't survive. And yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. And one farmer stood in a muddy field in Gloucester County and wondering if he could weather the year. And a lot of farmers are going through this, okay, because, you know, it's getting harder and harder to do this. And a large vegetable grower in Salem County said his future in farming was about 50-50 at the moment. In Cumberland County, where the Shepherd family has lived for 350 years, longtime farmer Tom Shepherd is selling off his 640 of 1,500 tillable acres to stop the bleeding. He said, when you lose $1 million a year, it's not fun anymore. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So, you know, we can grow our own gardens, but until our gardens start to flourish and produce, let's stick to buying local. Okay? So, speaking of vegetables, in Pennsylvania, grocery stores have stopped selling certain vegetables. Yeah. Why? It's strange. But grocery stores have temporarily, now it's only temporarily, so they say stop selling onions in the produce department because of concerns surrounding the recent listeria outbreak. Wegmans, for example, they pulled produce items, which is commonly used in summer salads and to top burgers and hot dogs. Now, if you purchased onions in Pennsylvania grocery store between June 23rd and the 24th, you should check the PLU sticker on the item. The affected onions have a PLU sticker of $41.59 and $41.56 printed on them, and they were sold by the pound. Now, if you are concerned about onions that you recently purchased, you should contact the store because of the recall. Yeah. Now, many of these grocery stores will do their best to remove the potentially contaminated produce items, and sometimes customers purchase the items before the store is alerted and has had time to remove the products from the shelves. So, it's just getting stranger and stranger by the day. It really, truly is. It's so strange. So, on to this. This community member, she got a hold of me, and I love the way she said this. She said, I'm going to apologize in front for the length of this email. This tale goes back 45 years, but I love this story, and I love the way she tells it. She says, when the big guy and I got married, we tried to plan, using our hopes and our dreams. We bought our first home and started our family. During the first year, lots of things happened: deaths, births, taxes, unemployment, a new job for the big guy. The day he started working for the company, he put a countdown clock on his desk, programmed for the day he would retire. As he worked, we raised our girls, we made friends, did without, and we saved. Keep in mind, 6% savings on income 45 years ago wasn't much, but we saved. The girls grew up, they went to school, got good jobs, got married, had their own homes. The clock on the desk was ticking down, and we saved. At 61, I retired. The big guy was earning more by this time, and he said we were farting in tall cotton. I don't know where that came from, but we saved. We reached a point where the house was paid off. We ate out when we wanted. The clock was ticking down. There was less than 8 months on the clock. We made a momentous decision to sell our home and leave Las Vegas when he retired. The town had grown too big, and we had all the problems of a large city. But we saved. We found a home in a small community and actually moved 2 months before 0 day. The big guy used up some of his vacation and commuted for a couple of weeks. This was in 2018. 0 day and a retirement lunch. Several other people were retiring at the same time. Not one planned on staying in Vegas. It took a couple of months for the big guy to decompress. There was only one thing he asked for: a new truck. He got it within 2 months. But we saved. Life was treating us well. We had new friends, a home we really liked, and the big guy was taken up on golf. He said, I needed a new car, and I wasn't one to argue. For the first time ever, I had a luxury car, a Cadillac XT4. Then our world and everyone else's fractured. 45 announced the arrival of Rona. A new countdown clock? When we moved into our new home, it had a walk-in pantry. We kept the standard 2-week supply of food. Then after 45's new conference, I told the big guy, I'm concerned. I had always been the optimist, and he had always been the pessimist. We agreed, and our journey began. But we saved. Over the last 2 years, shelving had been installed, and food is being purchased on a continuing basis. Menus were planned, and we started grid-down preparations. Not only for us, but for our children. During this time, I discovered the prepping channels. You have been a godsend. Thank you. You're a godsend, too. I don't have the words to express my thanks. I have made lists, checked dates, and I'm on a first-name basis with the UPS driver. You too, huh? During the past 45 years, little did we know that we weren't saving for retirement. We were saving for survival. Yes, a lot of us have. We have been blessed. The vacation money is now rice and beans. The acrylic nails are now canned fruit. Instead of eating out, we now have long-term meats. The retirement clock had hit 0, but our preparedness clock started and does not have an ending date or time. Take care and be safe. Bravo. Well written. Amazing. Thank you for including me and this community on your journey. I love it. Wow. So this community member, she emailed me and she said, I have been investing in games, crafts, puzzles, etc. Me too. Not just for the kids, but for me and Sean and Andrew too. Getting ready for times we're confined to home. Yeah, exactly. Like, what is your favorite, say, board game or your favorite pastime? Like before computers and internet and things like that. I love to read. I'm an avid reader. So is Sean. So is Andrew. But what is your favorite game to play? Me and Sean, we love a card game called Skippo. So I have a few of those decks. Plus regular cards. You know, regular playing cards. I'm from Atlantic City. I'm a card shark. No one can beat me. Plus we have board games and things like that, you know. So she said, we're not going to be able to buy many, how are you? Tongue-tied. We're not going to be able to go many places if the shops and stores are closed or if we can't afford gas. Also, if this war breaks out, there will probably be curfew orders. It's important that we prep for our mental health too. Right. It's not just for mental health though. It's entertainment. You know what I mean? Say internet goes down. A lot of us have smart TVs and whatnot and this, that, and the other. So do you have DVDs on hand? You know what I mean? I literally, I mean, even before all of this, I had Blockbuster, literally. You know what I mean? I have leather bound thing with all of my DVDs in it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to have to worry of not having entertainment on my TV, you know? So, because Sean and I are movie buffs, you know? So, but yeah, we have movies, we've got, you know, card games and board games and books. I mean, we've got a library that would anybody would go, oh my God, you know? So yeah, this is something definitely, because in the subject line of the email, she said, prepping for mental stability. Brava. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head and it's beautiful and I love it. So on to this. This was sent in by a community member. She said, we are in Massachusetts, but very close to Rhode Island. This is why we need to get in the habit of filtering our water regularly. Yeah. And it's a public notice to all consumers of Pawtucket Water Supply Board, 85 Branch Street, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Precautionary drinking water warning. Bacteria may be present in the Pawtucket, and that's Pawtucket Water Supply Board water. Damn. Boil your water before using or seek alternative water supplies. And before I go, so one of my girls in Australia, I feel so bad. She picked this up on accident at the store. She said, I tried 1 teaspoon and her husband shied away from even that. And she said, it doesn't even taste like me. I don't know what it tasted like, but it's not nice. It's Linda McCartney. You know who Linda McCartney is, right? And Paul McCartney. Vegetarian country pie. What the hell? I mean, that just looks grody to the max. And there's literally a spoon in the picture. So I'm going to say, gag me with a spoon and I'm out of here. I love you. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep repping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.